one of the cool things about having a long-term relationship, for lack of a better word, is that you know each other and you don't feel offended if there's not deep conversation every single day.
Yeah.
By the time she's done with her day and the busyness and getting the kids around and taking care of the dogs and the house and the properties, she's doesn't want to talk about it. And it's like I've talked to maybe a dozen people in depth about whatever. I can give her a high level, and I'm like, yeah, here are the people I talked to today, and it could be like a 5 minute synopsis. I don't feel a need to go deep into that, and that's just okay, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that a lot of resentment can build up if there's lack of communication about what's happening from minute to minute throughout your day. But you can get to the other side of that if you're talking about things that you have in common, not necessarily like a play by play of exactly what happened. And I think that you have to be careful to not bring all that negativity home, right? So if they become your dumping grounds, it's like then they associate your hard work with negativity and only negativity, right? So it's like, oh my God, the patients today and my office manager, and you would never believe what so and so did in the state board. And like if you come home and you just vomit on them all bad news, like that's not a fun way to reunite after a long day. Nobody wants to hear that. And while you want to be supportive as a spouse, no matter how cool you are, you don't want to just hear the negative stuff, right? So, what men have a tendency to do is to protect their spouses from that and don't share anything, right? So then that leads to resentment. Like you're not sharing anything with me when a lot of times we're just trying to protect you from all the negativity and the horribleness, and I don't want to relive it. And men don't feel like many times a therapeutic release from sharing all the negative shit that happened. It's like I don't want to relive this in real time all over again. I just got done with it. I want this to be my sanctuary, and I want to
Yeah.
watch a silly show or read a book or play with the dogs or go for a walk with you. So I think that there's extremes in both ways, but that's just a bit of an explanation why I think guys clam up sometimes.